Before you can change your life, you have to understand the one thing running it, your subconscious mind. And I'm going to tell you right now, this is going to be the most impactful video you'll ever watch on YouTube because this is the cause of every result. Now, I want you to stay with me till the end because what I'm going to show you has been shaping all your results, shaping all my results as well. And once you see it, you cannot change it. I remember when I was struggling 2 decades ago, my mentor, Bob Proctor, before he's my mentor, our very first call, he said, Arash, I could show you how to get anything you want. But the first thing you have to understand is how the laws of your mind work. I had no idea what he was talking about. Now, I had heard of laws of the universe. I knew about the subconscious and conscious mind, but I didn't understand it. He said, once you work in harmony with the law of your conscious and subconscious mind, everything's going to change. But you need to understand how it works. And he said, could you explain to me how it works? And I said, no. And I knew about it. I knew my subconscious created a lot of my results, but I didn't know to the essence of what he taught me. And that's what I'm going to be teaching you in this video. Now, understand this. Almost all of your behavior, around 95%, runs on autopilot from your subconscious. Now, I want to show you something. I want to work backwards. I want you to look at your current results right now. Now, let's start backwards and deconstruct. What are results? You know how I was talking about the 95%? Results are a manifestation of your actions. Now, let me get a better pen for you so you can actually see this. And your actions are a manifestation of your subconscious programming, okay? They are a manifestation of what is in here, your subconscious mind. Now, this is your conscious mind. And your subconscious mind is a manifestation of what's in your conscious mind. Now, let's stop for a second. I want you to imagine, let's say somebody's results right now, they're earning $100K a year, okay? Now, they want to earn $1 million a year. What's the difference? They have to change the conditioning, the dominant idea in their subconscious mind. Until they do, no matter how badly they want to take $100K to $1 million, they're never going to do it. But here's the challenge. Most people are letting the result control everything. They don't get to the cause. What is the cause? You. This is you. You have a conscious mind. I have a conscious mind. How we use it impacts the type of results we create because I can't get to the subconscious mind without thinking in a certain way. Now, my subconscious mind doesn't give a shit what I give it. It is taking whatever I give it, every word that I say, every feeling that I feel, it takes it as real. And this is running the type of actions you're taking, which creates the results. But I'm going to show you today exactly how it works, how to leverage it, so you can automate going from 100 a year to 100 a month. See, there's no limit to your subconscious mind, but you've got to understand, it is the program underneath everything you do on the subconscious level. This part of you right here is creating 96 to 98% of all your results. See, you're not running your life, your program is. Now, watch what you habitually do every day. That reflects your dominant idea in your subconscious mind. Now, before I even get any further, I want to show you this, okay? Now, this is you, and this is me. This is us, but this is your mind, this is your conscious mind, this is your subconscious mind, and this is your body. Now, I want you to look at this. Look how small the body is compared to your mind. Man is mind. That is the thing you have to understand. How we use our mind is going to determine our results. Now, you have to understand how your conscious mind works. Your conscious mind is where your intellect resides. Your conscious mind is how you think. It's what you think with. Now, your conscious mind, you could choose whatever you want. So I want you to burn this in. Choose. Now, I want you to look at the choices you've been making. Is that how you want to live? Are you choosing big ideas? Are you choosing big beliefs? Now, if you're not, you're using this part of your mind to limit you, and your subconscious is taking it in. Now, what else does your conscious mind do? You have the ability to accept and reject any idea. Now, this is where discipline is created. It's all in the conscious mind. This is what is creating your program. Now, you may have not installed the program, but you can change it. Now, you want to remember, we are the only cause, we are the only part of us that is going to change our life. Now, I'm going to give you this truth. Nobody is coming here to save you. How you use your mind is how you're going to create the results. Now, let's look at this. You can accept and reject any idea. I want you to commit to me to put this in the chat right now. I am committing to refuse to accept anything that is not how I want to live. So I want you just to put in the comments, refuse. You have to start refusing to accept the results like that is you. That is not you. That is a reflection of your past behaviors. Now, you can originate any idea. That's the third part of this. You can originate any idea. I want you to originate ideas based on how do you really want to live. Like, I want you to start using my example earlier. Like, I want you to originate this idea. It is amazing that I'm going to get the idea of how to turn my annual income into my monthly income. Now, none of this works until we master accepting and rejecting. And if you will commit for the next 30 days that you're going to go all in, any idea that's not what you want, even if you think it's delusion, you're going to say, nope, that's not me. That is not me. I am creating the life of my dreams. Now, these three is how you're using your conscious mind. You're using it whether you understand this before you ever watch this video or not. Now, I remember I was with my wife in Italy this past summer, and we were thinking, we were not in Italy, we were in Paris. And I was talking to her and I said, I can't understand for the life of me why people are not obsessed with how the mind works. I can't relate to it because once I found this is what creates all my results. I wanted to know exactly how it worked. And when my mentor said, all you have to do is work in harmony with the laws of your mind, you'll create anything you want. This is what I'm telling you. I'm showing you how to work in harmony with it. Now, this part of you creates 5% of your results. Now, most people are trying to change their life with this 5%. They're trying to will it into action. You're never going to will a thing into action. You have to think your way into it. Remember what Emerson says, thought causes all. Now, I'll give you another one. Aristotle, he says, show me the boy at age 5 and I'll show you the man. Why? Because he knew most people never understand this part of their mind. Now, your subconscious mind works very differently. Your subconscious mind must accept. It has to accept any idea. So it doesn't know whether you mean something or not. Your body is taking it in. Your subconscious mind can imagine everything is true. It only knows everything is real. So if I said to you, I want you to imagine going in Paris and being by the Eiffel Tower, we think in pictures, you just went there. And your mind took that image. So in your central nervous system, it doesn't know the difference between what you vividly imagine is true or what is true. So we have to create a practice of already living the way we want to live like it's already there. Now, do you realize if you spend 1 minute a day, 1 minute a day, creating a mental scene of you already living like you're living. Now, people will come to me and Arash, it's not working for me. It's not that it's not working, you're still separate from it. So for 1 minute, this is how you do it. I want you to think about something that's normal. Like when you walk in the door, you go in the living room in your house. It is real. You've done the repetition, you know what your living room looks like. Well, let's say you want to start seeing yourself at double your income. Well, you've got to create a picture for 1 minute that somebody is congratulating you. You're in that picture, but you've got to feel it. That's what most people are not doing. They are imagining with resistance. You have to imagine like it's already here. And then they're saying, you're telling me 1 minute a day will change my life. It will change your life. Your mind does not work linearly. Your mind only knows the now. It doesn't know based on minutes. It only knows what you give it. Now watch the power of this. 1 minute a day, compounded by 90 days. Now you've done that one visualization, that one scene where you have the feeling of pride and gratitude of somebody congratulating you for doubling your income. You have that peace of mind. You see your bank account doubling, doubling again, doubling again, doubling again every day, and you feel that excitement. You feel that genuine, this is who I am now. Now you're going to change your life. See, now where does the body come into all this? It starts in your conscious mind, whatever idea, because this is an idea. Let's say doubling the income. You keep giving through repetition of that 1 minute over and over again. The repetition of reaffirming that I am the man or woman that has doubled my income easily and effortlessly over the last 90 days. If this becomes an obsession through repetition, this is going to alter your vibration that causes your bodies to start taking different action, which is going to create the result. Now, look at this. Maybe you are like me when I studied this for 3 years. Nothing had changed. Why didn't anything change? Because I never got to the emotional part of my mind. So a lot of people study this, but they never get emotionally involved with the idea because they're more emotionally involved with the current results. So all they're doing is letting the results dictate every thought, every feeling, every action. So what are they actually doing? Putting what they don't want inside their subconscious mind. Now, what changed with me? One conversation. You have to get emotionally involved, Arash, with what you want like it is already here. You have to start looking at the world with your spiritual eyes, not your physical eyes. See, your subconscious mind doesn't know the difference. So you've got to see what you want to see. You want to hear what you want to hear. And this is how you are going to change your reality. Now, what I'm asking you to do, less than 1% of the people are willing to do it. Not because it's hard, because they do not have a disciplined mind. They will not spend time accepting and rejecting and spend time building faith that it takes time to bring this idea to the dominant part of your mind, your subconscious mind. Now, you've got to understand your subconscious mind was programmed inside you before you had a choice in your childhood, and it has been reinforced ever since. But it was built to keep you safe, not to make you successful. Every time I was a child, every experience when I went to my parents and I wanted to tell them something and they said, I don't have time. Or your parents said that, you know what you did? My voice doesn't matter. I'm never going to feel that way again. So your subconscious keeps you safe. Have you ever wondered why people have such a fear of public speaking? This is why. It was trained at a young age about that. So anytime we had quote unquote a loss, we protected ourselves. Our subconscious is like, I got to protect you. I never want you to feel that way again. But we're not using that for us. Our mind takes us everywhere. I was telling a group I was training earlier today this story. Andrew Carnegie was the wealthiest person in the world. In today's world, he was worth hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of billions. And he didn't want to go to his grave with this information. He attracted a young reporter, Napoleon Hill. And he told Napoleon Hill, wealth is only about the ideas you build inside of you. And he said, I want you to go around 500 of the most successful people in the world, and I want you to learn all of our success principles, and I want you to teach it to the world. Now, understand this. He didn't say wealth was about strategy. He said wealth was about how you use your mind. And now Napoleon Hill has created more millionaires, impacted the world more than Andrew Carnegie ever did. And he told Napoleon Hill he was going to do that. And Hill said there's no way. See, Napoleon Hill couldn't see from his awareness what Carnegie's vision was. So I want you to understand, wealth is a mental system before it's a financial one. Whatever we get on the subconscious portion of our mind is controlling our results. Where is your identity? Right here in your subconscious mind. It is the most honest picture you have of yourself. So if you want to be more, do more, and have more, you've got to build the idea first in your conscious mind of how you really want to live, and then we got to harmonize it here with the idea on the subconscious portion of our mind, and then you're off to the races. You are off to the races. Now, understand, this is how it's been controlling your results. It pattern matches every new situation to your old beliefs. It keeps bringing you things that you believe is normal for you. I'm just not the type of person that can build a business. I'm just not the type of person that takes action. So you obsess about gathering more information, but you never step out and act. See, the minute you step out and act, you change that program immediately. That's why the best behavior that I can ever teach you and the wealthiest behavior I can ever give you is take action way before you're ready. Now, that's why most people are trying to earn millions with a mind still programmed at 100K. See, they have an idea. Let's do this again. This is them. They have an idea that they want to earn $1 million. They say, you know what? I like this idea. Other people are earning millions, why not me? So they want to earn millions, but they have a mind that's programmed for 100K. So they keep saying, I'm going to earn $1 million, but they're not changing their behaviors. They're not doing the repetition. They're not getting in the right room. So they're not matching this idea onto a subconscious level. So what happens? They end up getting the same result over and over again, which is the 100K, and then they quit. They quit. We have to turn the million, not just on a conscious level, we have to get the million on a subconscious level. And the only way you could do this is repetition. The only way I retrained my mind, and I felt like I was lying to myself for a while, for a long while, but I kept sticking to it. So you've got to keep doing the repetition of what? Language first. Change is always linguistic. You say, I'm so happy and grateful now that I am the man or the woman that is earning $1 million or more every year, and I love it. You keep doing it every day, over and over and over. Eventually, this 100K is going to be replaced through repetition. That doesn't mean you're going to earn $1 million yet. Now your mind is going to cause you different ideas. You're going to start attracting different people. Why do you think you attracted me on this video? It's not by accident. This is because your mind is saying, I need a conduit to the next step. So your internal GPS is always giving you the next step, the next step. And then your job is to take action, but not any action, inspired action. So when you get that new idea, you act on it. This is where most people stop. They get an inspired idea, but because they never change the program here, they don't act. See, if you're not getting new ideas, this is your problem. You haven't changed it here. I'm telling you this right now. This is where everything is created. The subconscious only builds. You hand it doubt, and it's going to build more doubt. Then you're going to say, oh, I just ran into bad luck. We create our own luck. So you don't need more effort. You need new conditioning, but you need understanding. Understanding is the key to freedom. The only way you can gain understanding is through study and mentorship. And then you take action and you do exactly what your mentor tells you. Now, if you haven't heard me or worked with me, you need to get in with me because the only thing you're missing is the right direction. Now, understand this. No matter what I tell you on this video, if you're not willing to change the program, nothing's going to change. Now, it's not about hard work. Is it tedious? Yes, because repetition is tedious. But you're going to spend the time anyway. And you're going to spend the money you're spending on whatever you're spending on. Spend it on you. Spend it on leveraging great minds. You are never going to outwork a program that is running against you. You have to change the code and you're going to change the outcome. Let me say that again. No matter how much effort you put in, that does not mean you're going to get the result. If you think hard work alone is going to create result, perish the thought. Napoleon Hill said that in Think and Grow Rich. So you cannot outwork a program that's running against you. You change the code and you're going to change the outcome. So here is how you reprogram it. I've already been showing you, but I want to give you the exact steps because the subconscious only resets through repetition and emotional intensity. That means you've got to be emotionally involved. That means your want has to turn into a love story until it's a desire. See, when I was showing you this, the person who is seeing themselves already in possession of the million well before it comes, and they keep repeating, I'm so happy and grateful now that I'm earning $1 million or more a year and I love it. Now they're creating emotional intensity. Now the repetition of doing that is how they're going to change the program, and so are you. Now, I want you, you can't change your old program if you don't recognize it. Name the belief running underneath your results. Is it worry? My guess is yes. Is it fear? My guess is yes. Is it doubt? My guess is yes. So you'd be like, okay, I've got to get better at thinking in a certain way. I'm going to get so good at accepting and rejecting ideas. Now remember, you cannot change what you refuse to see. 2, you've got to decide the new identity. What does that mean? You've got to decide who the new story is going to be. You've got to decide who am I going to be from this day forward, and you've got to claim it in the present tense. I am now the type of person who creates massive results in a short period of time. I'm the type of person who stretches because I know when I stretch, I can never go back to my original state. Step 3, you got to plant different seeds. Here it is. Thoughts are on a conscious level. This is a seed. Feelings are on a subconscious level. This is what your subconscious is responding to, the feelings. And then guess what? Actions are on a physical level right here. So I want you every single day to plant prosperous thoughts. Create prosperous feelings. What are prosperous feelings? Gratitude, pride, peace of mind. And then you're going to take action. Even when you don't even know how to do something, you're going to embrace the suck because all of us have to suck at every level we go to. So we got to embrace the suck until we get better, Your brain is constantly looking at ways to get better. So we're going to plant prosperous seeds. And then 4, you are going to use your imagination. I want you to go, I have a video on YouTube where I walk people through a guided visualization. I want you to make that part of your repetition that you obsessively do relentlessly in discipline every day. And just follow my words. You don't even have to, just hear my words. You don't even have to do it. Just hear my words. It's going in your imagination. Why? Your subconscious cannot tell the difference from what's real or what's vividly imagined. But here's the key. I want you to practice that 1 minute a day. 1 minute a day, already in possession. And when you do that, action is going to be so simple. And you take minimum. 1 action is the very minimum. But I want you to take 3 actions every day, whether or not it produces instant results. See, understand this. You and I are always choosing the future with our imagination. Every time we accept an idea, our imagination takes it to our subjective mind. So I want you to choose something bigger and better. You are infinite. There is no limit to where you could take yourself. I don't care what your results are telling you. That has no bearing on what you're going to create in the future. The past is history. I want you to decide who you're going to be and who you're not going to be. Now, here's the big shift. It's not about perfection, it's about progress. If I could get you starting today to do what I'm suggesting, in 30 days, you're going to be more confident. In 30 days, you're going to start seeing the universe giving you different synchronicities that are showing up in your life. But progress begins the moment your excuses end. Change the code, change the outcome. And when you do that, everything's going to change. Now, when I said this is the most important video you'll ever watch on YouTube, I'm telling you the truth. Because no amount of skill can outperform an outdated program. Leverage what my mentor taught me. Once you work in harmony with the laws of your mind, Arash, there's no limit to where you could take yourself. Watch this video every day because you're going to pick up something new. Right now, you probably picked up 15 to 20% of what I've told you. Make it into a game plan and implement this. This video will change your life.